Here are your top market takeaways. At their June meeting, the Federal Reserve decided to keep the Fed funds rate in the range of 4.25 to 4.5%. While investors weren't expecting fireworks from a change in interest rates during this meeting, they were curious how the Fed's summary of economic projections, essentially the Fed's own growth and inflation forecasts, would change from their last publication in March, which was prior to the tariff uncertainty. In their latest projections, the Fed acknowledged that growth is likely to slow in 2025 from 1.7% to 1.4%, and that the unemployment rate would end the year near 4.5%, up from their expectation of 4.4% following the March meeting. The statement released in conjunction with the meeting noted that uncertainty surrounding the economic outlook has lessened, but still remains elevated. They also made modest changes to the inflation outlook. The Fed now expects core inflation to rise from the 2.8% they had penciled in for the end of 2025 in March to 3.1% after the June meeting. Interestingly, the Fed expects that the rise in inflation in 2025 is not likely to persist as much in 2026, as their inflation forecast for 2026 moved up only slightly from 2.2% to 2.4%. This is likely because tariffs are expected to increase the overall level of prices once, which could be painful in the near term for consumers, but is unlikely to trigger persistent increases in prices next year. Overall, considering their expectation for slightly weaker growth, higher unemployment, and a one-off increase in inflation this year, the Fed kept their expectation for 2 interest rate cuts later this year intact. Our view is similar to that of the Fed. We also expect weaker growth and higher inflation than we did at the beginning of the year, and expect the Fed to cut interest rates twice in the second half of 2025. Importantly, our investment advice remains unchanged. Focus on building resilient portfolios by thinking globally and investing across asset classes. To learn more, please visit chase.com/theknow.